And good morning and welcome back to this second leg of the FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Series for 2024. Leg 2 sees us in Compiègne in France, and we have 8 teams in this morning's pony category. We will be coming forward in reverse order of placing from round 1. That means that Team Belgium are first out of the starting gate as they come forward from round 1 with a score of 19. Then following through the placings, ahead of them we will have Italy on 17, and then Team Sweden on 13. Germany and France tie on 12. Team Ireland, the winners of course of leg 1, are on 7. Switzerland are on 2, and Great Britain are out in front with a 0 score. Nothing to add so far for them. But the first rider in round 2 is Martha Louise Dieu with Swarovski. She's the first rider for the Belgian team led by Philippe Lacus. And Swarovski is a 10-year-old mare by Annydale Wrong and is owned by Martha Louise herself. She just dropped one pole in round 1. Sad one unfortunate elimination for the Belgian team made things a little bit tricky for them. But this is going really nicely so far for Martha, with this 10-year-old really picking up well for her through the triple combination. We didn't particularly see any one place causing the hefty problems in our first round of competition. Well, it will just be the one pole down again for Martha Louise Dieu. She looks extremely happy with that. Strong performance from her and pretty solid for the Belgian team. So we move on then to Italy. Team coming forward with 17 points from round 1, 17 penalties. And their first rider is Sofia Frizarin with Northern Dancer. Sofia, again, just dropped one pole in round 1. Well, just working on the 4 for Sofia Frizarin. And the 4 is the score that she will come home with. Not too much to add for her, just that one pole down for the Italian team. Both Italy and Belgium still looking for their clears. They are elusive for those two teams. So we go on to Sweden now. And their first rider is Selma Gustafsson Thelin with Baravali Shadow. This combination dropped 2 poles in round 1. Baravali Shadow is an 11-year-old gelding by Temple Breedy Fierbuy and is owned by Anne-Sophie Thelin and Charlotte Thelin. Remember, if you would like to watch round 1 back, you can of course always do so on the FEI TV archive, and you may like to join us for the other legs of this 2024 running of this Nations Cup series, again all live on FEI TV. Going really well though for our first rider in for Sweden. She was part of that second place team at Centaur Park and jumped clear in round 2. Well, a clear once again for Selma Gustafsson Thelin. Really lovely to see that improvement from round 1 to round 2, 2 down in round 1, and now it gets the clear. Similar performance to leg 1. She had 3 down in round 1 and then jumped clear in round 2. But we move on then to Team France. Their first rider is Brune Fèvre. Brune rides Coppa de l'Aisne, a 20-year-old gelding. Great jump over that water train. She's getting a really forward stride down to the triple combination. That comes up perfectly for them. We've seen that distance come up quite short for some of the slightly larger ponies, and then it's caused some problems as they come in there. Well, that's so unfortunate. Just that pace causes them to clip that delicate upright with the back hooves. That is a real pity, because this has been a lovely jumping round, and of course an eye always has to be on the clock. Not going to be a problem at all for this pair. That time allowed is 79 seconds, and we are not even at 70 seconds as we motor towards the final fence. 70.82 in fact on the clock. Has to be one of the fastest times of the day so far for Brune Fèvre. Certainly a great pony for a speed class or a jump off. Just one pole down then for Team France. First rider in for the first round and indeed the second round for Germany is Hannah Blandford with Karim van Orchid S. Hannah Blandford looking good around this course. And just takes a steadier approach to the wall, just allowing Karim van Orchid to really take that in, because we had a good few horses having a good look at that wall in round 1. But comes home on a clean sheet, gets a double clear for Germany. What a brilliant record for this combination in today's competition. Double clear for the German rider Hannah Blandford. She will be the best of their team. No other rider could clinch the double clear for them. Don't have many clears on the board at all, so a double clear is certainly an impressive result. Ireland are the next team in. They come forward on a score of 7. Lauren Adams is their first rider in with Sleeve Bloom Bella Rose. This horse is an 11-year-old Irish sport horse mare by Knockferry Cheeky Boots. It is owned by Dale Adams. This pair jumped clear in round 1, and this is such a lovely, smooth round. One down for Lauren Adams of Ireland. Just the 4 to add for that combination. As we then go to Switzerland, they were looking so strong in round 1. They'd just come forward with 2 penalties. 2 clear rounds, one of which went to this young lady, Laura Andre. One 4-faulting round, and their final rider just picked up 2 for time, which has resulted in this score of 2 for the Swiss team. So, Laura Andre with Clementine, 12-year-old mare, owned by Laurence Andre. And again, they jumped clear in round 1. Well, it's just 4 for Laura Andre. Clear in round 1, just that 1 pole dropped in round 2. So again, really strong performance from the young Swiss rider. And we go then to our leading team now, to Great Britain. This team led by Claire Whitaker. Holly Gherkin is the first rider for the British team with Galaxy V. Ponie by Argento. And Holly just dropped 1 pole in round 1, but what a strong start for the British team to come home. The only team on a clean sheet from round 1. Extremely strong performance. They were the best of them. And it would be great to see the British team do well. Takes a pull before the triple combination. She saw the stride and she made sure that she worked to get there at just the right point. But unfortunately we do have a 4 to pick up now. One pole down once again for Holly Gherkin, but it's a strong start once again for the British team. They match the performance from round 1, but we do have those 3 clear jumpers to come still. go back then to Belgium, to Elise Dirion with Dance Floor du Corroy. This really striking pony. This pony is owned by Janelle Rebello and has some pretty impressive scope over these metre 30 fences. This is just such a fun pony to watch. Elise picked up 14 in round 1, which was unfortunate because they had such a lovely round. Let's hope that the wall goes well. Yep. Absolutely flies over that. This pony just gives these fences such a lot of height. 1 fence left to go. Great round again for Elise Dirion with the huge jumping Dance Floor du Corroy. Just drops that 1 pole. That means that Belgium will have to count at least one of those scores of 4. Their minimum score will be 23 in this competition. For Italy then, our next rider up is Andrea Cipolla with Sissy Scarlett. This combination picked up 16 in round 1. Oh, Andrea Cipolla finds a problem in the triple combination again, as many people have in this competition. So with a fraction over the time allowed as well, remember it's 79 seconds, it's going to be a total score of 17 for our Italian rider. So let's go to Sweden now then, to Anna Nobel with FEI de Hella. This is a pony by Canan and is owned by Anna herself. 9-year-old Self-Rancé mare. Now, unfortunately, this combination were eliminated in round 1, and I'm sure they're going to come back stronger and ready for a good performance. Sadly, FEI de Hella not loving the look of the water jump in this second round. At leg 1 we saw the water jump be very influential. Oh, what a shame. Such a pity. Unfortunately, with the 2 refusals, that will be elimination for Sweden's Anna Nobel. So going to France now then. The second rider in is Kilian Ruschwager with Figo de Floris, one of the stallions in the field. Quite a good few stallions in today's lineup. And this one is 9-year-old by Vigo Darsoy. Kilian jumped clear in round one, the best performance from round one of the French team. French team come forward on a score of 12. They're neck and neck with Germany. And of course, with each of these legs of this Nations Cup series, they are looking for maximum points in the overall season. Of course, maximum points comes for first place. And Ireland are the team with maximum points at the moment from leg one. They were the winners. Our other three categories were all won by Belgium at Centaur Park at leg one. Well, Kilian Ruschwager gauges that time absolutely immaculately, races for the finish line and gets there just inside the 79 seconds and gets the double clear. To Germany now then, the team level with France. The second rider is of course Lena Marie Krauss with Woodstock de Lastry, really experienced pair. Plenty of top results on their record. Lena Marie picked up 8 in round one. We have the 4 here so far. Gets a little bit steady into some of these fences. Good through the triple and lands taking a little bit of an angle to get the fastest possible line through the next fence. Eight is the final score for Lena Marie Krauss, and Woodstock de Lastry for Germany matches the performance from round one. France at the moment look a fraction ahead of Germany. They're going for the podium places between them. But it will, of course, depend what these following teams do. So, for Ireland, it's Charlie Flynn with HK Xena. Pony by Star Power TN. Some great breeding on some of these ponies. This one was bred by the Ennis Nagstud. Has a good look at the water, but no problem. Charlie picked up 7 penalties in round one, and that was as a result of having a little bit of an issue at the wall. So hopefully we'll see that come up a little easier for them in round two. Just gets a bit close in to the approach to the triple combination. And he was very much ready for the wall this time out. Really great positive riding to make sure they don't have that same problem again. And they come home inside the time. Just the triple combination comes down for Charlie Flynn this time. One down. That does mean that they will count at least 4. Ireland go up to a score of 11, but it does keep them a fraction ahead of Germany and France. So Switzerland on this score of 2. This could be a crucial round. It's, of course, is Jordan Sherbakov with Parko van te Hollenthoff. Jordan jumped clear in round 1. Switzerland have that score of 4. So if they have to count a 4, that would put them onto a score of 6. They edge closer to the likes of Ireland and further away from the top of the tree. However, if Jordan can clinch another clear, he can keep his team on 2. It is indeed another clear for Jordan Sherbakov, and he does keep Switzerland on that score of 2. They will be knocking on the door of Great Britain for sure. Sophia Rogers is the second rider up for Great Britain. Sophia was one of the clear jumpers in our first out team and the leading team for round 1. We just need a bit more forward momentum. We don't want to be getting stuck over the fences.
Take a scientist to understand what's going on, baby. If you see something in my eye, let's not overanalyze. Don't go too deep with it, baby. So let it be what it be. Don't make a fuss and go crazy over you and me. Here's what I'll do, I'll play the words.
Sophia Rogers comes to the wall with Neil 55, this 12-year-old stallion. Great through the double. 1 fence left to get the double clear. Yeah, she gets there. Great round for Sophia Rogers. Nothing to add for her, and Great Britain stay on a clean sheet. We go back to Italy now then. And now to Rachele Zendrini. In fact, yes, I believed that it should be our Belgian representative. It's Clémentine Lux, third rider in for Belgium. A bit of a cat leap at the water. Belgium, of course, coming forward in 8th place, and they're followed by Italy. Clémentine rides un de Seguré. Positive riding through the triple. Clémentine comes home with just the 4, and what a great improvement there as well. Being eliminated in round 1, then coming back to just have that 1 pole down. So now we go to Italy to our third rider, Rachele Zendrini, with Lacoste. Rachele picked up 18 in round 1. We just had a gentle roll there ahead of the water to be on the 4 so far. Sails the final fence as well and comes home inside the time. Great improvement to see there as well for our Italian competitor. 9, and then back here for just 1 pole down in round 2. Sweden are up next then. This next competitor jumped clear in round 1. It's Viggo Bergstrand with Gath Maralat. This 13-year-old gelding. Swedish team come forward with a score of 13, and of course with that really unlucky elimination at the water, from their earlier competitor Anna Nobel. These have to be counting scores, but the pressure doesn't get to Viggo Bergstrand, and he clinches his double clear and a clear round for Sweden. So they stay on the score of 13, which could see them climb the ranks. We head now to France, to Myla Moulin-Teste with Zeus Deschenais, pony by Canan. Didn't quite have the round that she would have liked in round one, came home with a score of 17.
It never fades away. It's staying. Your kiss like broken glass on my skin. And all the greatest loves end in violence. It's tearing up my voice, left in silence. Baby, it hits so hard, holding on to my chest. Maybe you left your mark, reminding me to forget. It doesn't matter where you are, you can keep my regret. Baby, I got these scars, reminding me to forget. Reminding me I got these scars to forget your love. Keep reminding me, oh, to forget your love.
Clear this time out for Myla Moulin-Teste of France. Again, what a fantastic improvement. Great to see the hard work building from round one to round two to come home with such a great score and get the clear. So at the moment, France could still stay on that score of 12. As we go then to Germany. In order to stay neck and neck with France, this has to be clear. It's the turn of Finja Melin Nubar with Sukato. Finja owns this horse with Werner Schmidt. And they dropped just one pole in round one. But as I say, in order for Germany to keep neck and neck with France on the 12, this has to be clear. The pressure is very much on for these young riders. Coming now to the final double. That's been jumping quite well. Final fence has jumped well as well, and it certainly does for Finja Melin Nubar and Sukato. Nothing to add, and very much knows exactly what needs to be done to keep Germany level with France and keeps them well in the picture. So just ahead of those two teams, who are still neck and neck, are Team Ireland. Leg one winners, keen to maximise their points at this second leg. Annie Boland is their third rider. With K Little Hero. 14-year-old gelding by Lexicon. And this pony is owned by Mary Boland and bred by Luc Henry. Lovely forward-going pony. What a shame, just grinds to a halt. Coming into the triple combination, the striding can be quite tricky down there for some of the slightly, well, just for some of the ponies really. It's looking like a forward 8 or a shorter 9 down there. We saw one of our previous competitors go for the 8, but the pony chipped in a 9th and found it just that bit too short. So Annie Boland is going to reapproach to the triple combination and hopefully get the stride that she wants this time. Well ridden through the triple, takes down the first part, but great to see them through there safely. Great jump over the wall. Time's ticking up, of course, but it will be a total score of 20 for Ireland's Annie Boland. That means that counting the 2 scores of 4, Ireland go on to a total of 15, and it drops them behind Germany and France, who are now battling it out for 3rd place. Sweden hot on their heels as well with their 13 at the moment. But 2 teams still to bring forward their 3rd riders, and the next is for Switzerland for Elsa Kratinger with Blackjack du Dombief. Ella just dropped the 1 pole in round 1. Hers was the drop score. Well, that shows you just how strong the Swiss team were in the first round. We have a clear and a 4. We're looking ideally for a clear because they'd love to keep on that score of 2. Have a little bit of wiggle room now down to the fact that the ones going for 3rd place are on a score of 12. So now that fence down. Oh, what a pity. Elsa just having some difficulty in the triple. Eight will be the total score for Elsa Kratinger and Blackjack du Dombief. So with that in mind, it puts Switzerland onto a minimum score of 6. Keeps them in 2nd place, as our 3rd placed teams at the moment are neck and neck on 12. Great Britain come forward next with Kate Kerr riding Cindy. Remember, the closest team are on 6 now. Kate Kerr was able to jump clear in round 1. Takes a very wide line to the wall, but I'm sure she knows Cindy well. know that that's the best approach. 75-62, but crucially the fences are all up for Great Britain's Kate Kerr. And with that in mind, in fact, Amy Paxton will not need to start. I'm sure she may choose to in any case, but no other team can beat a score of 4, and so it will be a win for Great Britain. With one rider left to jump from each team. Robin Vermeer is the final rider for Team Belgium. Crystal Sparkle van Beggerveld is the ride. Well, Robin Vermeer gets the clear this time for Belgium. Just one time penalty in round 1. And with 3 scores of 4, we'll discount one of those and we'll just add 8 from round 2. Gives a team total of 27 for Belgium. Back to Italy now. Their final rider, who is going to be Enrico Santoni with Blackhall Amarak. Italy in a little bit of a tricky position. Right now they're staying ahead of Belgium. Enrico only dropped 1 pole in round 1. We have 8 to count so far from round 2. That puts them on a score of 25. So a clear here would keep them ahead of Belgium. Just 1 pole down would drop them behind. That's how quickly it can change in this competition. One down for Enrico Santoni for Italy. That means they drop the 17. They will count 12 from round 2 and their final score will be 29. They'll drop into 8th place. Belgium climb 1 place into 7th. Final rider for Sweden is Ellen Hammarström. Ellen rides Ocean des AS, who is by Vert et Rouge and is 22 years old. This gelding has been to 9 European Championships with various different riders, has contributed to 7 medals for various different countries, from Switzerland to Sweden and Ireland. His first European Championships was in 2012 as a 10-year-old, and the last was last year as a 21-year-old. One down for Alan Halmerstrom of Sweden. Obviously we discount the elimination and we add the 4 to then give a score of 17 in total for the Swedish team. That puts them into 6th place, ahead of Italy and ahead of Belgium. Eliza Richard is next up with Etun Selan du Chapelain, 10-year-old stallion, from one very experienced horse to one slightly less experienced, but plenty of skill in this pair as well. Just one pole down in round 1, and France of course sit on this score of 12, level with Germany at the moment, so this is really crucial as a round. If they count a score of 4, which would be the result with any fences down for Eliza, that would then put them on 16 and would open the door for Germany to take that 3rd spot. That's a bit of a look at the wall, as many of them have. Just inside the time allowed as well for Eliza Richard of France, 1 pole down, which is going to mean a score of 4 in round 2 for France, a total across the 2 rounds of 16. They stayed just ahead of Sweden, but that could put them into 5th place. The next 2 teams are crucial to see where they can finish. As we head now to Germany. And back to Malte Merschformen with Choco Chaka SPWE. Well, 1 down so far for Malte Merschformen. That puts Germany on to 16. Oh, very well, not exactly a flowing jump at the water. It looks like she might just have got away with that. But right now, oh, I have another pole down. 2 more down for Malte Merschformen on the 12 now. And that means it will add the 8 to the German team's score. And that really drops them down. It drops them into 6th place. Well, a little over the time allowed as well, so Malte Merschformen comes home with 13. Taking that 8, it does indeed put Germany on a score of 20. and they drop behind Sweden, behind France. They go into 6th place, and it raises France up into 4th at the moment, with 3 teams still to complete. Next will be Ireland, who sit at the moment on a score of 15, but that is dependent on a clear round from their final rider, from James Derwin. He did jump clear in round 1, and he is a multiple Nations Cup team rider and a European Championships rider. He's a great choice to be their anchorman with Rinkula Babog, 13-year-old stallion by Louis-Dam. But Ireland are going for the bronze spot now. They're going for 3rd place. If James can keep clear, they will finish on a score of 15, and they will finish in 3rd place. Third place at worst. One fence left then for James Derwin to clinch 3rd for Ireland. Brilliant performance, absolutely fantastic round for him. Great jumping to get the double clear for Team Ireland. James Derwin, quite the star of the team, to get the double clear. Will drop the score of 20. We'll add the 8 to put them on a score of 15. The worst score possible for Ireland, or their score is 15. The worst placing possible is 3rd. Well, Victoria Sherbakov just picked up time penalties in round 1. Here comes then Victoria Sherbakov, the final rider for Team Switzerland. The closest scoring team to them is Ireland at the moment, on that score of 15. Now, if Victoria has an unfortunate round, they would finish on a score of 14. So actually, regardless of Victoria's score, they will finish ahead of Ireland. But I'm sure they would love to finish on a better score than that. Really good riding through the triple. She got a little bit short in the early part and was then able to really push to get out the other end of that combination. Big jump at the wall. Victoria Sherbakov comes down to the final fence. She is inside the time this time, and again, nothing to add for jumping, so she gets the clear. Looks absolutely thrilled with that, and looks absolutely over the moon with her horse Cooley's AVM Cosmo as well. So we'll drop the score of 8, in fact. We'll only count 4 from round 2. And Switzerland finish on a score of 6. They will finish in 2nd place. Well, Amy Paxton is going to be the final rider in for Great Britain. It's a little bit of an academic round here because Great Britain have now clinched the win. But it would be quite some achievements to be able to say that they'd finished on a clean sheet. We just have 4 on the board so far, score of 4 and then 2 clears. Amy Paxton, though, I'm sure would love to be able to say she's clinched a double clear herself. And she's certainly a really talented young rider. and is in this anchor position in her first international competition. Las Vegas is her mount. Her first Nations Cup appearance. Double clear would be a fantastic achievement, and it would of course seal an incredibly impressive win for Great Britain. They make a really lovely picture, so well balanced. One fence left for Amy Paxton, and the win for Great Britain. Absolutely fantastic riding there, 76.89. She is well inside the time allowed. Great Britain are the only team to finish on a clean sheet. They are the only team to add nothing to their score from either round. And they are the very well-deserved winners of this Prix d'Avacu, the second leg of the Ponie Nations Cup in Compiègne in France. Great performances from many of those riders, but particularly from Team Great Britain to clinch the win. Second place will go to Switzerland on their score of 6. Third place then goes to Ireland. 2 podium finishes in a row for the ever strong Irish pony team. Fourth place will go to France, that score of 16. Fifth goes to Sweden. Sixth will go to Germany, unfortunately dropping right down the ranks. Seventh will go to Belgium. And eighth will go to Team Italy. Well, the arena party are just getting the arena ready for our prize-giving ceremony. We'll bring you that in just a few moments' time. But just to take you through the programme of action for the rest of the day, of course, all of which will be live on FEI TV throughout the day. Next up for you, we will have the Nations Cup for the juniors, the Prix Utzon Equestrian. The juniors kick off at 11:30 local time. It's 10:30 if you're watching in the UK, so we've got about an hour until the next of our Nations Cup competitions. As ever, we will have some individuals in between times, but in this junior competition, we have 12 teams coming forward, with all of our very strong nations from the ponies being represented. As I say, we then will have the individuals in between, but of course the 2 rounds of jumping for the juniors beginning at 11:30 local time. Finally, we then have the Young Rider Nations Cup later on this afternoon, the Prix Boutet, and that kicks off at 4:40 local time, 3:40 if you are watching in the UK. Once again, 2 full rounds with some individuals in between, and there'll be 9 teams coming forward in that Young Rider Nations Cup. Tomorrow we'll be bringing you the final Nations Cup of the weekend, the Prix Laboratoire LPC. That's for the children's category, and we'll be kicking off early tomorrow morning, Saturday. If you've missed the Pony Nations Cup, you can of course watch everything back in the FEI TV archive, but do stay with us. We'll be bringing you the prize-giving ceremony for this Pony Nations Cup, the Prix d'Avacu, in just a moment's time. Your 1, 2, 3 are Great Britain, Switzerland and Ireland. Those 3 nations will be back to take their places on the podium in just a moment's time.
Walking alone on the shores of longing, I miss your footprints next to mine. Sure as the waves and the sands are washing, your rhythm keeps my heart in time. You found me, made me into something new. Led me through the deepest water. I promise loud to carry on for you. I'll carry on for you. Spoke to the wind on the open ocean. I wonder if you hear me too. Wrapped in my arms with every moment, the memories that pull me through. You found me, made me into something new. Oh yeah, led me through the deepest water. I promise loud to carry on for you. To carry on for you. I'll carry on for you. You found me, made me into something new. Led me through the deepest water. I promise loud to carry on for you. Keep me running, keep me coming back to you. Hold me harder, love me like you know you do. Keep me running, keep me coming back to you. Hold me harder, love me like you know you do. You found me, made me into something new. Led me through the deepest water. Promise loud, carry on for you. In the deepest water, oh, carry on for you.
We don't wanna believe it, that it's all gone. Just a matter of minutes before the sun goes down. We're afraid to admit it, but I know you know that we should've known better, but kept on trying. And it's times that we see it, the fire's dying out. Can't believe that I see this, we're out of chances now. And I just want you to know that you and me, it was good, but it wasn't right. And it'll be hard, but I know I will make it out. Step by step, I move on and get on with life. So I let go and I hope you'll be happy now. You and me, it was good, but it wasn't right. And it'll be hard, but I know I will make it out. Step by step, I move on and get on with life. really crazy how love could fade so fast. We said forever, but now we're in the past. And I just want you to know that you and me, it was good, but it wasn't right. And it'll be hard, but I know I will make it out. Step by step, I move on and get on with life. So I let go and I hope you'll be happy now. You and me, it was good, but it wasn't right. And it'll be hard, but I know I will make it out. Step by step, I move on and get on. Hopeless that I should hope less. Heaven can help us, well maybe she might. You say it's beyond us, what is beyond us? Let's see and decide. We've been meteoric even before this. Burns half as long when it's twice as bright. So if it's beyond us, then it's beyond us. Let's see and decide. And I will still be here, stargazing. I still look up, look up, look up for love. I will still be here, stargazing. I still look up, look up, look up for love. Love still be, love
Well, here they come then, your prize winners for this Prix d'Avacu, the Pony Nations Cup from Compiègne, leg 2 of the FEI Jumping Nations Cup Youth Series for 2024. Flying the flag quite literally for Great Britain there is your winning team. Their chef to keep is Claire Whitaker, and that British winning team, the only team to finish on a clean sheet, putting them head and shoulders above the rest of the field, are made up of Holly Gherkin with Galaxy V, Sophia Rogers with Neil 55, Kate Kerr with Cindy, and Amy Paxton with Las Vegas. Beautifully dressed, of course, in their winners' rugs and with their winning rosettes flying. Fantastic performances, 3 double clears for the team, and just 1 pole dropped per round. Very well deserving winners. They get maximum points at leg 2. Followed in by the second place team, Team Switzerland. In fact, it looks like Team Ireland coming up next, filtering down behind the third place marker. Ireland, that team finishing in third place. Their chef to keep being Gary Marshall, and the team made up of Lauren Adams with Sleeve Bloom Bella Rose, Charlie Flynn with HK Zena, Annie Boland with K Little Hero, and James Derwin with Rinkula Babog. Finishing on a score of 15. Great double clear for James Derwin for the Irish team. And they're going to dismount and make their way to the podium. There they are then, the Irish team finishing in third place. We'll wait for the Swiss team to just gather themselves and head up onto the podium in second place. Here they come then, your second place Swiss team, finishing on a score of 6. They are made up of Laura Andre, Jordan Sherbakov with Clementine, Jordan Sherbakov with Parko Vanta Hollenthoff, Elsa Krattinger with Blackjack Judombiev, and Victoria Sherbakov with Coolies ABM Cosmo. Finally, the winning British team now climb onto the podium. Team of Holly Gherkin with Galaxy V, Sophia Rogers, Neil 55, Kate Kerr with Cindy, and Amy Paxton with Las Vegas. They are your winning team, led by Claire Whitaker. Huge congratulations goes to our 3 podium finishers and of course to the winners, Great Britain. Well, we'll now hear the national anthem of Great Britain, and some photos will be of course taken to mark the occasion. Congratulations to those podium finishers and to the winners. As I was mentioning earlier, we will have another Nations Cup to bring you, or 2 more to bring you today, but the next will be for the junior competitors. That will be the Prix Utzon Equestrian. That takes place at 11:30 local time, so about 40 minutes until our next Nations Cup competition. Don't go anywhere, we'll be bringing you all of that live on FEI TV.
It's all around the world, just la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. It's all around the world, just la 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 la. Cause how the night is gone, till it goes on and on, so deep inside of me. I don't understand it, free, I don't know what to do. Just can't explain to you, I don't know what to say. Oh, not another word, just la 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 la. It's all around the world, just la 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 la. It goes around the world, just la 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 la. It's all around the world, just la 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 la. It goes around the world, just la 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 la. It's all around the world, just la 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 la. La 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 la.
Ordinary from the start. We look for stranger things, cause that's just who we are. Find me the edge of something beautiful and loud, like I'm picturing now. Castles glitter under Spanish skies, but I'm just looking out for you tonight. Snow White mountains in a foreign state. Tell me someday we'll get there. Someday. I see a technicolor shadow underneath your window. Just in case you don't know, I can see it. You cast an unfamiliar day glow, different than what I know, shining like a halo. I can feel it. We turned our back on ordinary from the start. We look for stranger things, cause that's just who we are. Find me the edge of something beautiful and loud. Show me the sky falling down. Castles glitter under Spanish skies, but I'm just looking out for you tonight. Snow White feeling. I want that sexual healing, sexual healing. Oh, baby, makes me feel so fine. Helps to relieve my mind. Sexual healing, baby, is good for me. Sexual healing is something that's good for me. I got sick this morning. A sea was storming inside of me. Baby, I think I'm capsizing. The waves are rising and rising. And when I